Hello and a very warm welcome to all our cherished viewers. Coming up today is the news about British boxer Anthony Joshua, who has been involved in a ghastly car accident in Nigeria, and information reaching us that this accident has caused two people to lose their lives. Our brother Chris is here. He has more updates on this issue for us. Chris, a very warm welcome to the studios.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the following issues about this whole Anthony Joshua incident that is currently trending in the world, because everybody's interested about Anthony Joshua. What is really happening? What happened and what led to this accident?
Yes, so a very warm welcome to our viewers. So this very morning, 11 a.m., reports reaching us here in Ghana indicated that the former heavyweight world champion has been involved in an accident in a company of 4 other people, making 5 people who were involved in the accident. And then unfortunately, 2 of them has lost their life, as you said. And they were traveling along the Lagos-Ibadan expressway that he was purposed to visit his family. You know, it's a ritual, or it is something that he does every year, that he visits his family. Because a lot of people were talking about the fact that if you want to enjoy December or Christmas, you should have been in Ghana, but then he had to go and visit his family, and through this he had this accident, and 2 people are dead currently.
So the vehicles involved, can you lay more details on it?
Yes, so they were traveling. One was a Lexus SUV and the other was a Pajero SUV. So we had 2 people in front and then 3 people at the back. So I think there were 4 people in the SUV, the Lexus SUV, and there was another person in the Pajero. So the 5 people involved had, let me say, Anthony Joshua at the back of the Lexus. So the 2 people that were in the Lexus in the front seat, they were the people that lost their lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Anthony Joshua, as we speak, where is he currently? Is he among, we are learning that 2 people were dead. Is he among the 2 people, or who are those 2 people that lost their lives?
Okay, so currently Anthony Joshua has been reportedly taken to the hospital alongside 2 other people, making 3. And then yes, so from the Federal Road Safety Corps, they reported that they have taken 3 people to the hospital, and then 2 people are dead as we are speaking now. So it is good that we still have Anthony Joshua alive and kicking. Actually, he didn't sustain a lot of injuries that much, but then we can see, as we have on our screens, we can see he was spotted at the back of the Lexus SUV, that people were trying to help them or carry them out of the vehicle, like a rescue mission, carry them out of the vehicle so they can take them to the hospital.
So let's take a quick view of this video. When we come back, we'll continue.
Bros, what did they find?
It's a video of the incident that took place in Nigeria a few minutes after the accident Anthony Joshua got involved in, and we could see a lot of people crowded all around him trying to assist and help, knowing very well who this figure is. And as we can see, we saw the police in person and available, trying to help out and then carry him to the hospital. And as our brother stated earlier, he has been taken to the hospital and is receiving treatment. A lot of people are very eager to know more about this whole accident, and our brother Chris, as I said, has been following this issue and has more details on it. So, Chris, back to this whole incident that took place. You mentioned a Lexus and a Pajero. Is it the Lexus and the Pajero that got crashed, or the two got crashed with another vehicle?
All right, so reports coming in indicates that they were going. The speed limit that they were. They were driving was. It was over the speed limit for that particular stretch. They were going up to about 120 to hit the oncoming cars. So they had to veer off the road, and unfortunately they hit their car with a station vehicle, the station truck that we saw in the video.
Okay, so these 5 people that were in the vehicle or that got involved in this accident, do we have females, or they are all males, or they are all
Yes, so they are all males. This is a team that accompanied Anthony Joshua. He's a whole team. He's a whole entourage. Okay. So when he was leaving, he had to go with some people from his team. So these are people. Some are friends, and some are people that is coming from his camp. He's a boxer. People coming from his camp, probably a physician or something, or a trainer or something. So they were traveling with 4 other people, and they got involved in that accident.
So can you tell us how bad the cars involved in this accident looks like as we speak?
So as we speak now, the Lexus SUV that we saw has the front. Is it the right side? Let me say the whole front of the car damaged. It's only the Pajero that is that sustained. A few hitches there, but then the Pajero, the one that the 2 people were in that they lost their lives, has the front totally crumpled or totally damaged.
Okay, so far, do we have any relative of Anthony Joshua coming out to speak about this whole accident? How are they taking the news? How are they taking the details of everything that took place?
Okay, so currently the family, they are in some kind of a shock.
Okay.
Learning of this crash in Nigeria, they are in some kind of a shock because they, as I said earlier, they indicated that this is something that he does every year before he goes about. His December stuffs. He has to pick one day to visit the family, and it was through this that he had this accident. So from the family, they are in a big shock, and they are hoping that the other people that are injured will recover speedily, and then they are also wishing that those that have lost their lives the rest in peace.
Okay, you mentioned that according to authorities, they could predict that the speed at which Anthony Joshua and the rest of the convoy were going is what resulted in this accident. But then we are hearing reports that the expressway, the Ibadan expressway, happens to be one of the deadliest roads you can see in Lagos, Nigeria. How true is this?
Yes, you see, in some expressways, they normally have barricades that sometimes when you lose control, the next thing you can do is to probably hit some of the barricades. You understand? But as you can see, that expressway is not having a barricade in the middle. In as much as it has been, demarcated, there's demarcation that, you have your way. There is no demarcation in the middle. There is no barricade in the middle, so that when you lose control, you can probably hit it and, be a little bit safe.
Okay.
So according to the speed that they were going, when they lost control, if they decide to go on their left, the casualties would have been, much higher than what we have currently. Okay. So the only option that they had was to, hit the stationary car that was stationed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with what we are gathering so far, information we are gathering is stating that the Lagos police is out with their statement on this incident. Can you learn us more on it?
Yeah, so they're also reporting on what actually happened. They even posted some pictures on their Twitter handle.
Okay.
Letting us see how the scene looks like.
Okay.
And then in the pictures, we could see that the truck has, is just a small dented portion that is at the back of the truck that was parked. But you could see that the Lexus SUV is completely damaged. In the front, it is completely damaged. So they had, they brought out their report and then what led to the particular accident that we are talking about. Because I mean, if you go over your speed limit, you should expect something to happen. So it was not surprising that they lost control of the vehicle and they had to crash into the stationed vehicle.
Okay. Now, this is coming few days or let's say weeks after Anthony won a game with Jake, and a lot of people were hailing him because he's been off the ring for a very long time, and then seeing him come with this victory. How do you think his fans are going to react to this whole accident issue?
Well, a lot of people are disturbed learning that Anthony Joshua has been involved in an accident, because for some time now he's not been in the ring. I mean, he left the ring about the last fight that he had. He lost. He lost that bout, and then for some time now, I mean, he took some time off the ring, and he was, I mean, training, trying to, I mean, with his team, trying to land in a very special bout. But the last one that he had with Jake Paul, the guy is a YouTuber, you know, but all of a sudden, like, we know speed, they try to enter into some other fields. He's a YouTuber, so this one is like, it's like a YouTuber turned boxer. So that is the last fight he had, that he knocked him out in the 6th round, breaking his jaw in 2 places. So this is a fight that he was not much particular about. I mean, he just wanted to write a statement. You know, these YouTubers, they go out there, they say a whole lot of things about whoever that they want to challenge. So I mean, he is not about that, but he made a whooping about 210 million pounds out of that bout. So that was the last bout that he had, and he came into limelight again. I mean, people were talking about him, and all of a sudden, this is the news that we are hearing about Anthony Joshua. Okay,
so how are other celebrities, other fellow boxers reacting to this whole incident?
Yeah, so they are talking. They are really talking. You know, Anthony Joshua has a son. I think Joseph Joshua. So I mean, he's popularly known as JJ, who he got. I mean, they gave birth to him, I think, in 2015. The ex, how do you call it? The ex-girlfriend, let me put it that way, has come out to, I mean, talk about the fact that she's also shocked. Then there are other fans, I mean, the fans of Anthony Joshua, they've come out to, I mean, talk about the fact that this is not the kind of news that they were, I mean, hoping to hear from, I mean, Anthony Joshua. Yeah, so a lot of people are sending in their, I mean, messages to the family and then Anthony Joshua himself.
Okay, he being a British boxer, as we know, though we know he has some kind of history with Nigeria, because others say he's a Nigerian. We'll come back to you giving us more updates about what the Britain are saying, but then before, let's just watch this video. When we come back, we'll continue.
And then video 2 that shows him being helped from that vehicle, appearing to be in quite a lot of play.
Very good afternoon. We begin this hour with some breaking news coming out of Nigeria, where police say that the British former world heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua, has been involved in a serious car accident. Let's cross straight now to the newsroom, bring in our correspondent, Emma Birchley. Afternoon to you, Emma. We're reliant on local media reports. What are they telling us?
Well, we know directly from the police that this crash has happened, that 2 people have died in that accident, and that Anthony Joshua has been taken to hospital with minor injuries. Now, there are photos that have emerged online that show him sitting behind the driver's seat with his top off, surrounded with glass, broken glass, and then video 2 that shows him being helped from that vehicle, appearing to be in quite a lot of pain, possibly in his legs, surrounded by a lot of people. So he's been taken to hospital with what have been described as minor injuries. Now, this has happened just north of Lagos. Lagos is in the south west of Nigeria. This happened, we're told, on a busy highway north of Lagos. Now, Anthony Joshua had been in the country. He has roots there. He'd been there on holiday. And only hours ago, he'd posted on his social media playing table tennis. That just a matter of hours before. Now, there is a little bit more detail about exactly what happened from local reporters. We're told that Anthony Joshua was in the front vehicle in a two-car convoy, both SUVs, and apparently it was in collision with a stationary lorry. And apparently in that front car that Anthony Joshua was in, there were 4 passengers. So this very much a story which is just breaking and details just emerging.
So that is a report from Sky News that tells how a lot of people are reacting to these issues, and a lot of media houses, both local and international, getting interested in the accident of Anthony Joshua. As you can see on the screen, this is coming from Piers Morgan, an English broadcaster, and this is what he has for us. It says, breaking news, boxing champion Anthony Joshua has survived a deadly car crash in Nigeria that killed 2 people. He was a passenger in a Lexus when it reportedly smashed into a truck. This is him being carried out of his vehicle, clearly in agony, but he's said to be okay. So this is coming from one of the biggest English broadcasters, and he's saying that as I speak now, Anthony Joshua is recovered. I mean, he's okay per what he has posted on his X handle. So as before we're going to watch the video, we're talking about the fact that Anthony Joshua happens to be a former British heavyweight champion. He's fought a lot of battles in the name of Britain and all that. How the British are so reacting to this whole accident and everything?
Yes, I mean, it is one quite unfortunate incident that happened, and a lot of people are asking why. I mean, he had a convoy of 2 cars, but then there was no escort.
Okay.
People of such caliber should be moving with an escort. You know, some of these escorts, they try to moderate your speed limit.
Okay.
You see, but once it is Anthony Joshua's convoy, 2 cars, they decided to go, overboard.
Okay.
And their speed limits, I can really tell was, the cause of the accident. So a lot of people, as I said, are asking about the fact that why was he not moving in a convoy? At least their speed limit would have been, curtailed in order to avoid some of these crashes, because 2 people that are dead, in as much as we know Anthony Joshua, he sustained minor injuries, and we know that he will probably come back stronger. The memory of being involved in an accident and having 2 people lose their lives through that accident is something that will be very hard to forget. So it's good that we have Anthony Joshua back, that he didn't die. I mean, the news would have been very different or totally different from what we are saying now. But unfortunately, the 2 people that also died, it is very sad. As you can see on your screens, we can see that he was in total pain.
Okay.
Definitely there is something that is wrong somewhere that needs to be checked. So a lot of people out there, the Britain, they were not very happy with what happened, and they question about the fact that why was he not escorted.
Okay.
And then the fact that this is someone that has been fighting for them for some years now, and this has happened to him. A lot of people sent in their, get well soon messages to Anthony Joshua, and then yes, the 2 people that died. Yeah.
Okay. So in the just ended game between him and then Jake, we saw that he won the match. Has there been any post so far from Jake trying to send some goodwill messages to Anthony Joshua?
Well, as we speak now, we've not seen anything about Jake Paul posting anything. Probably maybe in the course of the day we'll go through his socials and see if he has anything that he has posted about Anthony Joshua. But it is quite an unfortunate one that happened today, and we are all hoping that he will get back stronger and better.
So that is all about the 36-year-old former Britain heavyweight champion boxer Anthony Joshua. We'll promise to follow more on this issue and give you more updates.